Hi, today we are going to have a lecture on designing display for the older adults. The age is indicates how long have people have been lived for a long time, and it shows about the individual capability and limitation. Another way to evaluate the older user is the appearance of the perceptual and cognitive change. So in the Thailand has aging faster than other in Southeast Asian, and you can see that the number of the population of the Southeast Asian is around 22.5, while in Thailand we have aging around 25. So everyday technology that we can see that we have the ATM automatic telling machine. We have the aging who use a mobile phone, using the GPS, using the stove or home appliance, or working on the iPad. If you take a look at the activity that people use, when the year is 18 to 29, a lot of people using some activity, something like take a picture, playing a game, the most, and play a music. While if you moving to the 25 or 40, 30 to 49, is a reducing of the activity will shrink down until the age of 65. The EU internet use in 2005, this example that's showing that in the weekly internet usage, you can see that 16 to 24 is around nearly 90%, and in the 55 to 64 it's around 10%. As a result, that we need to thinking if the aging population is more, how you're going to design something that serves to them. We need to think about the design approach and tool. For example, you can use a user-centered design, facility design, empathic design, design thinking, ethnographic study, persona or usability. The ethnographic is something that we use to observe the people, and facility design is like you're working for the aging, while the usability is like something that you would like to test how your design is affect to the user. ISO number 9241, part 11, they're talking about the definition of the usability. So it's about the extent to which the product can be used by satisfy the user to achieve the goal. What is goal about? It's about the effectiveness, efficiency, satisfaction, like why the user is happy or not in a specific context of use. The context is really important. The aging execute the computer tasks more slowly and success less. So because they have the slower cognition, slower faulty memory retrieval, slow or inaccurate perception, they cannot see really clearly for the reading and something related to the pattern recognition, and slow or shaky movement, and they can move the hand really shaky, and they feel caution or hesitate or fear of breaking it when they play with the technology. So in this one we can see that when talking about the tasks, we thinking about the perception, cognition and motor. In terms of, for example, when you double click on the web browser, perception of the aging could relate to the visual acuity. For the cognition is related to the attention, visual search, and for the motor is related to the coordination between the psychomotor. The basics premise, the usability, how easy if the something intend user to successful use for its intents purpose, and the poor usability affect almost everyone, but it will affect older adults more than other, maybe more severely or more frequently. So the severe population that relate to the aging somehow it's not need to be the aging all the time, but it could be include the people with the low vision, or the second language learner. For example, maybe it could be the person who come to learn in another language, like in English or in Japanese. People with low literacy when for the reading, and people with the little technology experience. So this example of the butterfly ballot in US, and if you take a look at the way they design, they put a punching hole that's very confusing, because if you take a look on the left side, the punching hole is on the second row, but when you see it's like Democrat Al Gore, right? You see that it's on the third low. So it's making people feel confused. And that's why we're coming to take a look at what is aging society is. And they have some principle about the universal design. So universal design is about talking about the building, product, environment that easy for accessible for the older or other people without a disability and people with a disability. So if you so it's like you design for all, not need to be only the aging. So this example design for aging, wheelchair for all, that you can put the beach wheelchair into to the lake or to the sea. So it's lightweight and you can take it into the water really easy. This is another one. The light combined with the magnify is respond to the eyesight. They have it's not good in eyesight. They have something that magnify the text. And the example, you put an umbrella, it maybe block the way you're walking, so you can see through from the umbrella. And this another example of the canvas that they have a T-handle shape that you can put all stuff on the canvas, and you can cooperate while you are walking as well. Asanta is a chair that is accommodate when user want to get up by using the body weight as a leverage by just simply stepping on the foot bar and tilt the chair forward. So the arm rest provides safety and stability. So these are the design that help in terms of the motor. Like you want to hold the orange juice box, just have a handle like that, or you want to turn the key in the room. So they have more space for you to twist the key. So I have many things like Pepsi soda, the toothpaste, or open the can. This another example is for the memory, like the music memory box or the pill clip that alarm you when you need to eat the ducks. So what the problem about the universal design? Because the universal design you design for all, so when you increase the utility for some, maybe reduce utility for other. So the adaptive interface maybe is a better choice because you can provide more assistance for any single design. For example, in the Facebook for the classic for aging, maybe it looks like in this picture and you can see the big icon, but when you use the Facebook for other, it's going to be totally different interface. And why we don't design something that quite really good for the aging? For example, you're making a cell phone that's simple for everyone. Like this one is the button is really big and the font letter is quite big as well. So because a lot of mobile phone function is maybe overwhelming and it's not really intuitive, so it's hard to see or move finger easily. So you need to making things that's easy for the senior. So that's why the usability is quite really important. So what the next? For the human factor, and usability will be something that we learn in the class, like vision, hearing, cognition, and movement. And we will learn about the usability testing method and tool. And we do some project that relate to the aging by using the user-centered design method. Thank you for watching.